In this Adobe Premiere tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do zooming in and zooming out. This can be done a couple of different ways, but I'll show you two of the more common ways. One's going to be sort of a instant zoom, so it will be showing the image as normal and instantly zoom in without any sort of movement. And the other will be one where it zooms in and zooms out with a little bit of a zoom like you'd expect it to be. So first off, we'll start off with the instant sort of zoom. I'm going to just zoom in a little bit here so you can get a bit more of the project. So this is just going to be a clip of a plane flying by. The audio is muted because it's just messy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my razor tool by pressing C to instantly bring it up, and we're just going to cut a couple of points here for the zoom, and this section will be our zoom in section. Now you can do this other ways. There's a way with markers you can do it, but this is the simplest way you can do it, using a razor tool. So once you've done with the razor tool, just select your selection tool again and select the piece you want to use. Next, what you want to do is go up to Effect Controls. This should be here. If it's not, then make sure that All Panels is active on your workspaces under Window, Workspaces, and click on All Panels. This should be up here. It might look like this to begin with, but you just click on Effect Controls and click on your clip. So we want to go to Motion, and down here we've got a Position and Scale. Scale is going to be what makes it zoom, like so. You can zoom in and out. And Position is where the video is going to be on the screen. So if I drag this around, it'll move it horizontally, while this other number will drag it vertically. If you need to reset at any point, you can click these little arrows and it will reset the parameter. So what we want to do is zoom in for this little piece of clip so you can see it instantly jump. And to do that, all we got to do is just go into Scale and zoom in. Now it's going to look a little bit blurry. It's not very good footage. It's off of a camera phone, but it should give you an idea. And I'm also going to move this position a little bit so you can see the plane a little bit more centered. So if we go to our project file and press play, you'll see the zoom suddenly take effect. There we go. A little quick zoom, and it instantly goes back out again. Now if we wanted to do this differently, to where it zooms in with a little bit of a zoom animation and zooms back out, what we do is go back to the start of our clip on here, and what we want to do is click the animate little stopwatch thingy next to Position and Scale. And all we're going to do is drag this little arrow across a little bit to wherever you want it. And from there we are going to apply ourselves another keyframe. Now with this keyframe, with these selected, you can select them both by either highlighting them both like so, clicking and dragging, or you can click on each individual one and hold down Control. And we're going to adjust the numbers here. As with all numbers in Premiere, you can click into the box and change it manually instead of just dragging left and right. So we're going to have the scale be at this number for now, just so it zooms in. And we're going to have the position. The position should actually be fine. The position will probably be fine actually. So when we do this, as you can see, it does sort of a little bit of a zoom animation. This is a very basic static one. You can make it more smoothed out, so you could put extra frames in to have it zoom faster here, but slow down as it gets to the target object that you're zooming into, by putting another set of keyframes down and putting the scale up a little bit more, but it's not as much as you did with the original keyframe. Now if you just want to do this so it zooms back out again, if we go back to the end of our timeline here, we are going to put 2 more keyframes along here. We just need to drag our little play arrow across again and add 2 more keyframes. Now with these 2 keyframes, you want to keep it the same numbers as they were on the previous one. Then what you want to do is go to the end, like so, add 2 more keyframes by clicking these little icons, and reset parameter. Now this should make it zoom out once it gets to the end. So let's play it. And there's a zoom in. And there's a zoom out. Now of course, if you're tracking an object on screen, you can move your position values here. So it will follow the object you're trying to zoom into. But that should give you an idea of how to zoom in and out 2 different ways.